Hi, I'm Jayinplaytrader. I'm creating free video content teaching people how to trade Betfair absolutely for free. If you're enjoying my videos or you're learning from them, please support me back by hitting the subscribe button, and also don't forget to hit the like button on any videos you watch. This will enable me to create more free content for you so you can learn to become a better trader. Best of luck in the markets.
So I'm looking at a race here. Haydock Park, Saturday afternoon.
And Don Lavant
in
in the pink and
haven't
purple at
traded anything
the
else.
back of the field.
Today, so,
moving on towards
the
the
first race
seventh,
first
of the three across in the back straight.
Gladiator Allen, over
neatly enough flicking the top. No more than 8 lengths will cover the field, heading now towards the last mile or so of the race.
A little bit volatile, but
Allen,
not too much.
If the count fits Bass Rock. Riggs is getting a bit closer down at the rail. Flight deck, the red cap being bustled along. Arstillon coming under a bit of pressure in rear as well. As they run on now towards the last on the far side, it's 4 from home. Gladiator Allen if the cap fits Riggs. Bass Rock out wide, followed by Dr. Duffy in the spot. Then Orby's Legend. Right place, right time. Just a little bit stuttery there in the light blue, and he's a bit further back through the field than he was earlier in the race. Stony Mountain is still there against the running rail, though he's forfeited 1 or 2 positions. Arstillon really is struggling. Don Lavant in the pink and purple is beginning to work into it from the rear as they head inside the last half mile and prepare to swing for home. The keen-going Gladiator Allen against the rail. Bass Rock out wide in the green and yellow. If they can't Riggs coming under a bit of pressure in behind. White cap angling for a position. Dr. Duffy down the near side in the spots is closing. Orby's Legend responding to pressure. 3 out, and there Bass Rock led as Gladiator Allen folds quite quickly. Don Lavant still being finessed into it. Spot the pink and purple silk for Izzy Williams. She's yet to twitch on Don Lavant. Here's the second last. Bass Rock joined by Riggs, the white cap. Don Lavant's stamina about to be tested as he moves into third. Then Dr. Duffy, Orby's Legend, right place, right time. If the cap fits, weakened away. Here's the final flight. Riggs in the centre, came alongside Bass Rock. Now push comes to shove for Don Lavant down the near side. Asked to stretch. 3 in a line as they head inside the last furlong. Don Lavant on the near side. Riggs in the centre. Bass Rock on the far side. Don Lavant. Riggs is battling back gamely under pressure. Don Lavant driven out by Izzy Williams and proves his stamina. Don Lavant sees off Riggs.
Suspended.
Bass Rock is back in third. It's very close for fourth. With Stony Mountain finishing along.
Now, if you look at that, I was using a bit of market reading skills there. I tried to go in at 4.4, even though the market was trying to bounce below me, because I could see that I was going to bounce back out quite safely, which it did. Then, obviously, I managed to close off as it came back in again for a large profit. Might have even been able to get a couple of quid more than that, but I didn't want to risk it because when I wasn't closed off and I still had 8 quid to go in, I could have made a loss by just pushing for the extra couple of quid, or I could have lost most of my profit, and I wanted to at least bank sort of, a fiver off that, getting it up to £9.62, and that one was nice, the price bouncing like that. Anyway, yeah, 10 quid. Move on. So this race here, the liquidity is pretty poor. It was only 200 grand.
Doggly.
But I think the reason for that is because this has crossed over with the previous race that I've just traded, so you should see that as well. And this literally started a few seconds after. Now, there's more money coming in the market now in play, by the looks of it, than what there was in that when I just gave a pre-race. So that goes to show. So now the punters are probably looking at this race now. So we might be able to make some money. So that figure might not be a true indication of what's going to come in play, just because of that crossover. Literally, the other race finished and this one just started. So, people bets on that race were looking at that race, and rather than this one, that's probably why we had that low liquidity. Anyway, let's see if it's profitable. If there's a good opportunity, first thing I can see is the market start bouncing a little bit, but there seems to be reasonable amount of money coming through. And if you look at how much money has been turned over, there's been another 75 grand in play since the race started. So that's a good indication that we might be able to get some, in and out. Okay.
Who's had more runs over Venice's clear lead of around 6 lengths.
Get some money through there.
Heading into the turn. Luck of the draw from Corran Cross in second. Elkstone is in third place, just in front of Heart of a Lion. Rob the Getaway is at the back of that little group of 4, and clear of Rookie Trainer. Running on towards the next. It was there first. It's now number 10, and luck of the draw.
Unfortunately, I think some money got in the way of me getting matched up on the lot.
Corin Cross, and Heart of a Lion did the same in 4th place. Then Rob the Getaway. Elkstone still in 3rd as luck of the draw gets over the next one with a lead of about 7 or 8 lengths. To Corin Cross in 2nd place. Elkstone and Heart of a Lion. Heart of a Lion on the outside of Elkstone, and then Rob the Getaway. Still it is luck of the draw. He's probably only 5 lengths in front on takeoff at the middle one.
I'm out of here, man.
Heart of a Lion and Corin Cross are getting closer. Elkstone in 4th. Rob the Getaway is in 5th. They're well clear of Rookie Trainer. Here's an open ditch. Luck of the draw. Good jump by Heart of a Lion on the outside of Corin Cross, who was also very fluid. Elkstone in 4th. This is the 3rd last. Leads down to 2 lengths now for luck of the draw.
In and out pretty quick
over
here.
to Corin Cross. Heart of a Lion in 3rd place. Little gap then to Rob the Getaway, who's now challenging Elkstone for 4th. They're well clear of Rookie Trainer, so his lead has been whittled down.
I'm out of here, man.
I think we'll get matched.
Length luck of the draw and Jordan Naylor, but still held together in front as Heart of a Lion now gets nudged along on the outside. Corin Cross just in
buzz, the red, or mainly red of Guard Your
I'm liking the look over here at the moment, but I'm not liking the look of the money on the back side.
As the back marker of the quintet as they run now to the next 2 flight of hurdles taken in quick succession, 4 and 3 from the finish. Song for Someone comes towards 4 out. Very
I'm out of here, man.
Money got in front of me that's beat me, unfortunately.
Wishes about a neck behind in 2nd place. On the extreme right is Guard Your Dreams, the grey Buzz, moving behind those. A share of 3rd position for him.
Fight didn't quite catch me. Probably 1 tick too low, but
now there is only 3 lengths between this quintet, and it's Song for Someone narrowly in front. Right in behind him is the favourite.
We got that through okay.
Between those on the outside holding
watching the race timer.
Molly Ollie's Wishes. Then ridden along is Guard.
I'm out of here, man.
White and red Goshen has joined him, so this is the home term. 2 to jump when they level up. Song for Someone, last year's winner, continues to bowl along in front. On the right is Molly Ollie's Wishes. Look to the extreme left, Goshen.
Sucker.
As well. And then Guard Your...
So we have a 3 mile, 1 furlong grade 1 chase. It's a 3 o'clock on a Saturday afternoon in sort of mid-November, 20th of November, 21. There's a lot of money turned over on this market. Liquidity-wise, there's been over $1 million pre-race. That's good to see, and you can see there's been about $1 million, I think it was pre-race, or just over. So there's probably been about 100 grand or so turned over already in play, which is what we want to see. It means we can get bigger stakes through. I've upped my stake to 750 a click. So 4 clicks is 30 quids. I'm only using, I'm not increasing my bank for this today or anything, so I'm still starting with a £100 bank and make 1992 off the first 3 races I've traded. So I'm just going to wait for an opportunity. I hope there is an opportunity because the favourite there is gone odds on, you can see already, and keeps coming in. So that means it'll push other prices out, and I don't like it when there's a short price favourite too short in the race because it pushes other prices out for one thing. And secondly, should something happen to that favourite, I won't be trading it personally, but should that fall or get pulled up, then the other prices are going to come crashing in. If you happen to have a lay bet on it just hits the market as the other horse falls or something, then you could get in a lot of trouble. So you always got to be careful with short price favourites. And say all of a sudden the market is turning into a 2 horse race as well. So anyway, I'll see what happens and see if there's an opportunity, and we'll go from there.
Glendore Castle waiting patiently, and Chatham Street Lad rising, leading 3, jumping well, the 4 in behind matching those leaps, and on to the 12th they go.
Bouncing quite safely. Just catch that little bounce there.
Near side. Imperial Aura has his mind made up from there and responds with a very swift lead. Very good. Forced an error from Chatham Street Lad, who was just being asked to go a little quicker at the time.
I'm out of here, man.
In the back straight, a mile to go. Bristol de May jumping soundly alongside Royal Pagani. Imperial Aura is down. He landed steeply, jumped so well at the previous fence, but he landed very steeply there. He might have mildly inconvenienced waiting patiently. He had to be nudged along on the landing side.
That's a big price horse.
That doesn't really make a lot of difference. And he's a little bit adrift. He made a mistake there as well, waiting patiently. And it's Royal Pagani from Bristol de May with A Plutar waiting in the wings as they take the open ditch at the end of the back straight. Royal Pagaille in close to it. Aplutar on the outer, ranging up in behind Bristol de May. Chatham Street Lad belying his price at the moment in fourth. The Hoop Sleeves, then Clondor Castle. No real show from waiting patiently.
I'm out of here, man.
Out the back, he's being eased off. Looks like being pulled up by Brian Hughes, and it's Royal Pagaille with Jacob now just asking for a little more from Bristol de May, and still Blackmore has yet to move in behind on Aplutar. 3 lengths away to Chatham Street Lad and Clondor Castle. Last of the 5 still going, and they're heading now towards 4 out in the Betfair chase. Royal Pagaille in the Richie Silks to Bristol de May. Asked for a bit more effort still, and he wasn't as quick as through the air as Aplutar, who has now sauntered alongside Royal Pagaille. Chatham Street Lad is being to close in. He moves up to take 3rd. Bristol de May is relegated to 4th. Here's the open ditch. Royal Pagaille narrowly from Aplutar. Chatham Street Lad with 3 lengths to make up. Bristol de May is well held. He's now last. Clondor Castle has gone 4th.
This is the problem now when you've got the prices
with a sense of see you later has forced on to take over at the second last. Bristol de May.
Unfortunately, I missed a few trades there by being a few ticks below the price. If I'd been a few ticks higher, I probably would have made like 8 or 9 quid on that race. But, you know, I wasn't to know that at the time. It's easy to say that in hindsight, where it was going to bounce to. I thought it was going to come down to me, but I was just a little bit too low in my offerings, unfortunately. But it's the way it goes. It's better to be safe than sorry. And that race
market suspended.
As far as the markets are concerned. Anyway, okay, so I'm looking at this race at Huntington. Liquidity is low Saturday afternoon, but I think that's just because I've just come off the back of a big race elsewhere, and this is a few seconds earlier as before. So, obviously, liquidity is going to be poor at Inplay, but it might not be too bad. Just depending on whether it's because all the punters pre-race just missed the pre-race to it because they're watching the other race just now. So yeah, it's a bit confusing. You've got to be careful when races overlap because it does confuse with the liquidity. You see the money going up, but it looks like it's going up at quite a nice steady rate across the market. So with a little bit of indecision, there isn't any big money waiting on this one. So I assume most of the money's coming on the favourite. You can see that 142k matched on the favourite so far, 143 now, 51 on the second favourite, 35 after that. So we'll see. Anyway, let's have a look and see if we can make some cash.
Good 15 first to last now. And cheers, Del Boy. He was running a pretty big race here last time. Looks set to be placed prior to departing late on, and is leading the veteran Moidor and Philip Armson in second position. Gap then to Optimistic Bias.
So this looks like a good little place to go in at the
Teenage
moment.
Dirtbag. Dylan Kitts has been on board the last twice. Teenage Dirtbag has run.
The price is bouncing around there. It's been held up at the moment because of that money.
The home straight, the back 2 continue to be Impal.
And last of all is Denali.
So this is number 7 of the 12. Cheers, Del Boy, to Moidor in second. They're clear by 6 or 7 to Optimistic Bias. And then Teenage Dirtbag's just gone past message to Martha.
Now, there's a few money holding it up, but you see the prices
just looking
doesn't
for the first
really
time
come
as
in
going to make some progress. Is on the inside of Teenage Dirtbag and message to Martha, and Denali is last.
We're nearly there.
A circuit to go in the Mansion Bet, Watch and Bet conditional jockeys handicap hurdle. Cheers, Del Boy.
Just looking for patterns like that is really good things to be doing. You know,
in second,
see that happening. See the price didn't really want to come in below that. People wanted to play it.
An Optimistic Bias
Before,
now sharing third. They close up a little bit on the front 2,
which meant that was a good opportunity.
There's probably only 6 lengths first to last now. And that's at the very most. They're starting to cluster up a little bit behind Cheers Del Boy. Moidor in second. Optimistic Bias still in third from Teenage Dirtbag. Impal on the inside of Denali has made a place.
I would be tempted to go in again, but there's no money beneath. So if the price was to come in for some reason,
along and is now in last.
And there's nothing to hold it up at the moment I can see.
Flight number 8. Moidor continues to be in second. Cheers, Del Boy. Moidor. And then Teenage Dirtbag on the inside of Optimistic Bias. They're being stalked by Impal and Denali. And the struggling message to Martha last of all. They've still got 4 flights left to jump here. And Cheers, Del Boy continues to hold the advantage to Moidor in second. They've been 1 and 2 throughout this. Teenage Dirtbag is now in third place, a half length in front of Optimistic Bias. Impal in the orange and green in 5th from Denali, and a few lengths to Message to Martha. Cheers Del Boy was untidy at that, but continues to lead. Pushed along by Charlie Price. Moidor is in 2nd. Now getting a squeeze in 3rd.
I'm outta here, man.
Dirtbag getting a reminder or two as well from Dylan Kitts. Impal is following that one. Optimistic Bias on the outer,
really
and then Denali.
Well.
So Cheers Del Boy still has the advantage. They've got 3 left to jump. Moidor is now ridden along in 2nd place. He's trying to stay close to Cheers Del Boy.
It's not quite coming down at the moment.
Impal is still waiting in 5th position.
And
He's making some quite eye-catching progress. Then Denali over 3 out. Cheers Del Boy, the leader, and is now stoked up, asked for a little bit more. Moidor, Impal cruising in behind, but he's still a few lengths off the leader. Teenage Dirtbag on
we're out, and now we just close off because we're into that red zone. Don't care who wins now.
Del Boy leads the way. There were 2 late blunders from him last time here. Let's hope he doesn't make any today. He's in front, pushed along. Cheers Del Boy to Moidor. Impal is still sauntering away just in behind them, the white sleeves and cap. Denali is trying to get in the picture as well. Then Teenage Dirtbag. Here is the 2nd last. Cheers Del Boy. He got that one spot on, but here comes Impal. Moidor left behind in 3rd, and then Denali and Impal has breezed to the front, and the hat-trick incoming surely. Impal striding away.
Now I'd say that was a really beautiful little trade. That was a perfect market for me to trade. I could have probably got in with slightly bigger stakes as well. It'd have been, well, perfect. It would have been better if there'd been more money for me as a bigger cushions, but that was just jumping around. You could see how it was working. I didn't have any risks on my money at all. Don't think it ever just even touched slightly red or slightly negative. And they're the kind of markets you want. Now, you're going to get these by picking the right markets. This is a good time to trade. It's a Saturday afternoon, you know. So pick your markets carefully. Now I've got to get straight over to Ascot because I'm hoping they've held it up. Have they held it up? Or has it gone in play already? It's gone in play already, so that means I won't have the race timer for this one. I haven't got the video up yet, so I'll be careful. And I will carry on. With this video. Get the video up.
Hill running rail, Moolah Gold, the pink sleeves of Monsieur Lecoq around the outside, still holding on just to 3rd place, and then Sky Pirate and Sully Dock at the rear of the field. So right-handed now, way past the halfway stage and running down with
I'm listening to the commentator to work out where we are. I don't like doing it this way. I prefer to be able to look up and know the race time.
With the green and white on the checks on the sleeves before midnight. This is the leading pair. Very little to choose between them on touching down there. Monsieur Lecoq is behind those just being chased along. The nose-banded head of Diego de Charmille
I've made a mistake there. I'm going to try and get that out.
In yellow is Sky Pirate. Another one in
I would have got away with it, but if you're not sure, why risk it?
Last of the open ditches, which is number 10 and 4 from the finish. Sully Dock just still
so 4 from the finish.
They all clear that one, and before midnight, pressing again for the lead on the outside of Dolos. Sky Pirate, a lovely split against the running rail for him there as they take the 3rd last. Diego de Charmille is back into 3rd place. Monsieur Lecoq and Sky Pirate, the next pair. Then a Gold, and then Sully Dock. They've all got a chance. They've only got 2 to jump from here. There's only about 5 lengths between them as they level up for home, and it's Dolos on the left, repressed now by.
I think I better call it a day there because I don't know when the race, where we are through the race accurately enough. So now you can see
is behind that as they take the 2nd last.
I certainly quit at the right time, but that's not too bad. I only got 3p on that one because I cancelled that bet off. I was worried about it. I would have got matched both sides of the book, but like I say, there's no point in taking a risk if you're not sure, and I wasn't sure. But I managed to get a trade on 3 of the 3 horses. 1 scratched.
I'm out of here, man.
From the other. Let's move on. That video, there was a photo finish, and I managed to get a few trades in. I've just restarted back up to show you. So on the tactical rates, I pulled a few more in. The prices are too far apart now at the moment, so it's not really worth getting in unless it dips back down a little bit. And now it's been going on too long now. I got caught out of it because I wasn't really looking at the race, talking in the video. So let's have a quick look at it. But I would imagine this is going to close in a second. It must be very close for it to be going on this long. Let's see then, come on. Right, where's the finish line? I think I saw the green pole, but I'm not sure. But yeah, if we have a quick look at that, I think I got in at 6s and then got out at well, a little bit. Got to close my position off at 15.48 for a few extra quid. But I managed to pull it about. I didn't do it quick enough. I tried to switch it to 10 ticks. I think I only got 8 ticks at about 6s, and I only got 20 quid for it, so it wasn't a great deal. But now it's no good. The prices have moved too far already. I'm certainly not going to go in at 20 to 1.
And at the back of the field, but firmly in touch, strictly a dancer. So with the first pitch safely negotiated, they leave the back straight.
Saturday afternoon, best day to trade. If you're working, trade Saturdays. Don't bother with all them crappy evening races. Try and focus on Saturdays to make your money. I've only traded a few races so far. I've made 40 quid. I think I've traded 4 races so far. Averaged about a 10 a race, something like that, maybe 5. So I'm trace here. I'm looking at there's £500,000 turned over so far. It's a 3-mile 1 furlong handicap chase at Haydock Park, so it's pretty popular. I don't know if this one's on TV. It's probably on the TV channel, a decent TV channel rather than a paying racing channel, rather than just on racing TV is what I mean, which will encourage more customers. And people like to bet more. There's more punters in the market on a Saturday afternoon, so you really need to pick your races carefully, what you're going to trade, especially if you're new to this. You're going to start trading a load of crap races like a Dundalk on a Friday night when no one's really interested, and you're just going to get smashed. So pick your races carefully. This is probably a good one to trade. I'm going to hit it in a second and see what I can pull through this just by putting my money in at the right time. Race selection and timing is the key to being successful. Knowing when to sit on your hands is a real big secret. And knowing when you first get into trading, it's very tempting to just try and get into it, learn how to do it, trade as much as you can. It's not the right approach, it's the wrong approach. You need to be selective, essentially. So I'm going to get a sound on now and see if I can make some dollars.
Corner in Fiddux and Mr. Muldoon, the red cap on the inner. And Empire
so currently
strictly a dancer as they head away towards the first of the fences in the back straight. The 11th, it's been a fairly even sort of a gallop.
Assuming they're running this race at the average sort of time of this distance race takes. Sometimes it can be a bit quicker or slower depending on the ground. And I'm just waiting for this market to get a little bit more kind of bouncy, a little bit more volatile, but not too volatile, not the business end of the race where it's dangerous.
Ramses de Teye and Joke Dancer as one. The latter put in a particularly big leap there.
So if we look at the other prices up here, you can see really I'm only really interested in these two at the moment for the prices. The others are too high.
I'm out of here, man.
Too high liability. That doesn't mean like one of these might not pop into a sort of tradable price. And the favourite at the moment is too low for my interest, to be honest with you. I'm not really interested at trading at 0.02 value per tick or lower. And we're getting to that point. Let's have a go.
Hard at the back, seemingly for Potter's Corner.
I'm tempted to look at this forwards, but it's just not quite moving quick enough.
Dancer virtually inseparable there, and now they head towards the last in the back straight. 5 from home, the penultimate ditch. Ramses de Teye.
So you see, I've waited for the right time. I'm waiting for a little spike.
Blue and white right behind them. Potter's
just missed it then, unfortunately.
Empire Steel is a very close.
I'm watching the race time. Let's see how much time I've got left
Mr. Muldoon
before this goes crazy.
And the half dozen that are left are still only covered by 4 lengths, though Mr. Muldoon has drifted back to be just about last. He was bumped along for half a dozen strides.
No, I'm just going to close it off there in case that price goes out.
And Ramses de Teye, who enter the last
I want to see down 20.
Sucker.
More fences to jump to. Empire Steel, the green sleeves stalking them.
I'm not being greedy on the amount of ticks I'm taking. I'm only going for 4 because
beginning to get into it.
Less ticks you get, usually to get out.
On the 4th last, Joke Dancer, Ramses de Teye in the end. They land pretty much as one. Empire
and there you go, there's 6 quid just by getting my timing right. Now we're in the danger zone.
Just being nursed into the bridle of green silks to
and now it's time to quit.
FedEx.
So you see what I've done here today. I've picked my race carefully, what I'm going to trade. I've picked my timing correctly. I want to trade now. Look how nuts these markets are going to the lottery. Do you know who's going to win? I don't know who's going to win this race. even though the favourite could fall at this fence or run into the side railing I've seen before. You don't know what's going to happen. Now we've got another one approaching. You don't want to be in this. So I basically got my timing right before this has happened to get my trade through. I haven't been greedy. I've took 4 ticks. I could have made more money if I'd gone for 6 or 8, obviously, and I think I would have got away with it, but that's your judgment at the time. And yeah, race selection, timing is the key. An easy £6.16. Let's move on. So I'm looking at this race here at Huntingdon Saturday afternoon. The quality is really poor. You might have noticed that already up here. For a couple of reasons. First of all, it's a maiden national hunt flat race, which is always going to be low liquidity. And secondly, these races are running straight off the back of what's going on at Haydock, which are much bigger races today. So everyone's been watching these, and these races are starting like 30 seconds later. So there's not enough time for people. Why is anyone going to start betting on this race when they're watching a bigger race, a better race somewhere else? Be careful with market crossovers. Now, that doesn't mean, because I can take that into consideration, it doesn't mean that I can't get a trade through this. So I'm looking to see how much money has actually been turned over in play now that other races are finished. And you can see the price is going up pretty decent. You know, you're going up by sort of 500 quid a second, which is easy enough to get your money through if it's that kind of value. So it's a shorter race. So I'm going to have a quick look, see if I can get some money through. I'm not desperate to trade this by any means, but I will see if I can get something through.
Head through the 2-mile start. Zara's Lioness in front of Far Horizon. Abingworth looks to be going okay. Just in behind, the light blue and brown wide on the course and struggling.
I think
now.
Because these are bouncing, I'm going to go for a few more
still following.
I'm out of here, man.
Robbiola on the inside of the course, and then Fighting Poet, Branston Pickle, and My Kind of Lady. It's Zara's Lioness, Far Horizon in second. Abingworth going quite wide. Special Caddo, but making good progress on the outside. Is in third. This near side try to stay on. Special Caddo continues to pound away in the centre. Special Caddo gets to the advantage, and it's going to be one for Pam Sly, another winning offspring for Speciosa as Special Caddo wins.
Market suspended.
So this is the last race of the day. I've done okay for the amount of time I've put in. I don't want to cock it up now. I'm watching that race timer constantly as well. See, there's a bit of money jumped in front of me. It's not quite dipping down to where I want, to be fair. I'm
out of here, man.
Rather than getting sort of focused on one run, I'm just going to have a look around, see if I can spot a different opportunity. And I think maybe here on the favourite.
A little bit hard as they head down to the final half mile. And it's another mystery, pressed by Card Dealer. Right in behind him is our Jester, and then comes Scarface with Just Stardust to the extreme right. Monvier is behind those from Dream in the
I'm out of here, man.
Star there followed through by Happy Boy. Jerash is the back marker. The long
So we're almost getting to that very dangerous time.
Another mystery leads, half length ahead. Card Dealer in second. Our Jester right in behind.
Sucker.
Third position towards the left, trying to make a challenge. Scarface comes
Yeah,
in
that's it.
these.
Only 75p, but don't take no risks.
On the left is our Jester coming to join another mystery.
So that's the profits from today. Still got another 75 pence profit to come in, add in from that last race. So that will be 77 quid, more or less. Not bad, and if you look at it, 8 markets, 9 markets, so that's about 45 minutes work for me in total. But if you want to look at over the time that I've spent that 45 minutes, it's literally been from, say, well, you might as well say from 1:30 to, I'll round it up and I'll round the finish up as well, to 4 o'clock. So that is 1.5 hours to make £76.14, or actually 45 minutes work. I've been doing other things between the races, apart from when they've been the Huntington wins, which have been straight after the Ascot. It shows you what you can make, but like I say, I can't bang on about it enough. Pick your races carefully, and if you're someone that's working at the moment, this time of year, don't stop trading them crappy races. Wait till the weekend, trade the Saturday races where you're going to make money and get a big show. Because the last thing you want to do is have a massive loss because you've traded some crappy race, and that's what generally happens to people that trade crap. So pick your races carefully, pick your timing carefully, and be profitable. Bye-bye for now.
Introducing Geeks Toy trading software, the fastest, most customisable and most popular software for betting and trading on Betfair and BetDike. designed by professional traders for you. Key features include unlimited desktop settings and the ability to create custom profiles to suit every user's needs. Unbeatable speed, real-time prices and one-click betting. Unique management of multiple markets. You can bet or trade on multiple sporting events simultaneously. Support for 8 languages. Context-driven help on every window. Dutching and bookmaking. Training mode. Advanced charting. Enhanced navigation. Support for Betfair coupons. Stop loss and more. Geeks Toy. Possibly the best Betfair and BetDAC trading software in the world.